Hello, and today we're talking about Zelda Winds of Eternity, and specifically how to get the secret character Kass, the secret 10th playable character Kass, who is a Rito from Breath of the Wild, which is a game that did not even begin production when I began making this game. You'll find him scattered at various points across Hyrule, and you'll need to hunt him down at each various point to find him and recruit him onto the team. So the first place he appears is on Death Mountain after the events at Hyrule Castle. If you speak to him here, he'll mention that he's going to Hyrule Castle, so you'll have to follow him over to Hyrule Castle there. Of course, it's Dark Hyrule Castle at this point. Go back to where you fought Ganondorf the first time, or where you met Ganondorf the first time, and speak to him, and he'll talk about going to the Sacred Realm. Or the Temple of Light. Of course, the Sacred Realm is also the Dark World, we know that, so go explore the Dark World, and you'll find them at the entrance to the final dungeon of the game, in the Dark World. Speak to him here, and he'll mention going to the desert, in a place where only ghosts roam, which is probably the most obscure of the places he goes to, but of course it's referring to Gerudo Desert, and specifically Arbiter's Grounds. So you'll have to go all the way back to Arbiter's Ground and to the top of Arbiter's Grounds. Honestly, this place I made too big. It kind of gets lost, but it is a recreation of what we see in Twilight Princess, but you're probably never going to see it with the mandatory cutscene there. So it's nice to give you a reason to go back and to explore it and to see him here. Although, this is the reason I'm making the video, because I'm not sure you would find him in this secret corner tucked away here. Anyway, he said he needs to do research on all the events that are happening, so of course the place to do research is the Spectacle Island and the Dragon Glass Library. Speak to him here and he'll talk about returning to his homeland. And of course, if you've played the Wind Waker, you know that the Rito's homeland is Dragon Roost Island. So hop back in your boat and a short trip over to Dragon Roost Island. You'll speak to him one final time, and this time he'll agree to join your party. When I first made this game, the Rito had only appeared in the Wind Waker, and then of course in Breath of the Wild they came back and they had a pretty major role. If I'd started the game earlier, then Kass would probably have been a bigger character, but once Breath of the Wild came out, I felt I needed a Rito playable character. And so I added him. What can he do and why should you recruit him? Well, he's a useful character. He won't be killing many bosses, but he might make the difference in a lot of fights, as you can equip various musical instruments to him. And each musical instrument has a different passive effect at the start of each turn. These effects only happen if Kass is conscious or not knocked out at the start, but he can do a variety of things like boosting your defense, removing status effects, giving you reflect. What are the other ones you can do? Of course, you can heal the HP of your party. One of the most useful, probably reviving characters at the start of each turn. They'll only have a small bit of HP, 1 HP, but reviving them at the start of each turn it can be pretty useful. And as you might be able to hear there, in battle you can actually hear him playing his instruments at the start of each turn, which is a pretty cool effect. So try to find Kass in your own playthrough, use this as a guide, and I hope you enjoy playing Winds of Eternity.